Hello, welcome to this program on telephone skills. Telephones are one of the most commonly used forms of communication. They can also be one of the more difficult forms of communication simply because the person at the other end of the line cannot see your facial expressions or gestures. Your ability to communicate clearly can make the difference in completing a successful conversation. In this program, you will learn how to communicate effectively using the telephone. With adequate preparation and careful articulation, you can master a range of telephone tasks, ranging from answering the phone to communicating a long list of points. Tackle challenging situations. Be ready to handle multiple callers and to tactfully deliver unpleasant news. Master essential skills. Learn to modulate your voice appropriately, build confidence and improve concentration. And conduct teleconferences. Throughout the program, our very own Zen phone will be there to keep you company. Click on Answering the Phone to begin the program. Answering the phone well is important for the simple reason that it makes the first impression on the caller. In this module, you will learn how to answer a call in different situations and skillfully handle simultaneous calls. Let's use the example of a doctor's office to illustrate the effect a great start can have.
Dr. Jones' office, may I help you?
When answering the phone, remember to speak clearly. Use polite words. Listen attentively to the caller. Why? Voice makes the most impact when answering the phone. If it is a first-time caller, the first words you speak will make a lasting impression. Warmth and a helpful manner reflect well on the organization. While there are common rules of thumb in answering the phone anywhere, there are slight subtleties in answering the phone at a reception or switchboard, at your desk, or at home. Click on each to listen to how calls are answered in various settings. Pay close attention to the intonation of the person answering the phone. Here's an informal way to answer the phone at your desk.
Hello, this is Bruno.
Next is a little more formal.
Sheila speaking.
This next one is required if you work in a large office where everyone shares the same function. Customer service, can I help you? Let's listen to 3 ways of answering the phone at home.
Hello.
Sheila speaking.
Hello, Smith Residence.
All 3 options are appropriate and can be used according to each family's conversation style. Let's listen to one way you can answer the phone at the reception or switchboard of a company.
Art speak, good morning.
Now let's listen to another way.
Art speak, how may I help you?
Both are polite, but the second is more helpful. Here's another option for a busy switchboard.
Mass messages, how may I direct your call?
Here, your objective is to connect the caller to a department or specific person, and therefore you must indicate that to the caller. Here's an informal way to answer the phone at your desk.
Hello, this is Bruno.
If you are in a busy office, chances are you will have to handle multiple callers one time or another. So, prepare yourself. Click on Zen phone to listen to the receptionist.
Chronic Pain Center, good morning.
Yes, I'd like to find out when Dr. Jones will be in this week.
Your name, please?
David Chang.
Could I place you on hold?
Okay.
Thanks. Chronic Pain Center, can I help you?
I'd like the accounts department.
Certainly, I'll transfer you. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Dr. Jones is out of the office this week. Could someone else help you?
How about Dr. Brown?
I'll check his calendar. One moment, please. Chronic Pain Center, good morning.
Yes, I have an appointment with Dr. Nixon this morning and I'd like directions to get to your office.
Could you hold on for a moment, please? Okay, sir. Thanks for holding. Dr. Brown is available between 1 and 5 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday. Would you like to make an appointment?
Yes, how about Thursday at 2 p.m.?
Yes, Mr. Chang, I've got you down for Thursday at 2 p.m. with Dr. Brown. Thank you.
Thanks.
Chronic Pain Center, please hold. I apologize for keeping you waiting, ma'am. Are you coming from north or south of town?
South.
Take Highway 25 north and take exit 10. As you come to the intersection, you'll see our office on the right side of the road.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for holding. Can I help you?
Yes, what are your working hours?
We're open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
When handling multiple calls, organize yourself. Have a writing pad to take down details. Clearly inform the caller you're placing him or her on hold. Apologize when you get back to a holding caller. Being placed on hold is frustrating to some callers. Never place a caller on hold for more than 10 seconds at a time. Practice and master your telephone equipment. Take care not to hang up on a caller when you place him or her on hold. In this module on answering the phone, you learned how to answer a call in different situations and skillfully handle simultaneous calls. Now, click on Communicating to discover the tips for effective telephone communication. Clear and concise exchanges are the keys to effective communication. In this module, you will learn how to express yourself efficiently, say the right thing at the right time, and end the call at the appropriate time. Making a call is not just about dialing the right number. If done efficiently, this gives a good start to a successful conversation. Follow these tips to make a great start. When calling a company, provide the following details if you know them: the name and/or the title of the employee you're calling, and the department in which he or she works. Give the following details about yourself: your name, your organization, and the purpose of your call. When you're connected to the relevant person, introduce yourself first. If you are well acquainted with the person, make a few polite inquiries and state the purpose of your call. When talking to a person, it is important to communicate in an organized and confident manner. Here are some essential features of an effective conversation. Exchange pleasantries. Get to the point. Be prepared with your questions or comments. Use a list if necessary and check it off as you go along. Confirm the answers you get by repeating them. Aid the listener by using a sequence of points, and provide an indication of follow-up, letting the other person know when you will be in touch next or when you expect a call from him or her. Let's listen to the conversation between Lisa and Mrs. Gray and simultaneously analyze its strong points. Click Send Phone to begin.
Hello, may I speak to Lisa, please?
This is Lisa.
Good afternoon, Lisa. This is Mary Gray speaking. How are you?
Great, thanks. And you?
Well, thanks. I'm sorry I missed your call earlier. I understand you have some questions about the party.
I do. Is now a good time to discuss that?
Yes, of course.
Great. First, I wanted to ask you how many children there will be.
I think Emily invited 20 friends, and the final number as of today is 16.
16. Okay. And have you decided where the party will be?
We've decided to use the backyard. That way there'll be plenty of space.
Good. I was wondering about the space and that sounds perfect. The last thing I need to know is what Emily decided about the menu.
Oh yes, she had a look at your menu and would like the cake on page 6, assorted soda, and vanilla and chocolate ice cream.
Let me note that down. Cake on page 6, soda, and vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Is that right?
That's right. Is there anything I've forgotten to mention?
That's all I need to get started, Mrs. Gray. If it's all right with you, I'll give you a call the day before to confirm the time.
End a call just as pleasantly as you began it. Let's now listen to how Lisa's conversation with Mrs. Gray ended. Click.
Oh, that would be great. I look forward to your call.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
From the previous conversation, we get the following tips about ending a call. End a call when you have accomplished your purpose or are pressed for time. Use closing comments such as, "I look forward to your call," and "It was nice talking to you." Part with words such as goodbye, bye, or "I'll see you on a particular day." Now let's listen to another conversation. In this one, the caller does not want to end the call even though the other person wants to. Click on Send Phone to begin.
Hello.
Is this Sam?
Yes, this is Sam speaking.
Hi Sam, this is Joe from Interior World. I left you a message this morning.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, but I've been really swamped with work.
No problem. Sam, I'm calling about the order for the sofas you cancelled. Are you sure you won't be needing them?
That's right, Joe. We are putting off the renovation by 6 months. So I'll get back to you then.
I see. Well, there's a really great sale on at the moment, and you'd be making a mistake not buying the sofas now. We may not have a deal like this in 6 months.
I bet you're right, Joe, but my hands are tied.
Hey, it was great seeing you at the game the other night. Were the people you were with from the office?
No, just the neighbors. You were saying?
Yeah, about the sofas. Couldn't you run it by your guys again?
I'm afraid we've already made our decision, Joe.
Would it be okay if I call you later in the week? In case you do decide to rethink on the sofas? You know, the discount you'd be getting may be worth it.
Yes, why don't you do that, Joe? I'd like to talk some more, but I'm late for a meeting.
I'm sorry. I'll just give you a call then on Friday. And maybe we could catch a game ourselves one of these days. What do you think?
That sounds good. I've really got to get going now. Bye.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Sam. Bye.
Now, let's look at what was wrong with the conversation. Even though Joe was polite, he didn't want to end the call. Even though he apologizes for delaying Sam, he goes off the topic towards the end of the call. If you feel trapped like Sam did, you can try ending the call yourself by saying something like, "I'm late for a meeting. I've got another call coming in." Or, "I have an appointment." Now let's quiz ourselves on Joe and Sam's conversation. In this module on communicating, you learned how to express yourself efficiently, say the right thing at the right time, and end the call at the appropriate time. Now, learn about taking and leaving messages. Click on Messages. A telephone message comes into the picture when the person being called is not available. Thus, the message becomes a critical communication link between the caller and the person called. In this module, we will discuss taking a complete message, leaving a concise message on an answering machine, and ensuring that the message contains all the necessary information. Details, details, details. That's what a good message is all about. If the caller doesn't readily provide details, ask questions. Let's look at taking a message with the help of this message form. You will see that the message form is ready to collect all the necessary information. Listen to the next conversation and watch the details appear on the form. Click Send Phone to begin.
All text printing. How may I help you today?
Could I speak with Tom, please?
I'm sorry. Tom is with a client at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yes, please. Could you tell him that Nancy called from the Publishing Inc.?
I'll just take that down. Nancy from the Publishing Inc.
That's right.
Could I have your number, please, Nancy?
Sure. It's 555
555
2973.
2973. Is there a message I can give Tom?
Just ask him to give me a call, please. It's regarding the Chase book.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for calling.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Now why don't you try taking a message? Listen to the following conversation and type the information in the blank form on your screen. We have entered the date and time for you. Click.
Sterling Consultants, can I help you?
Is Sam there?
I'm sorry. Sam's in a meeting right now. May I take a message?
Could you please tell Sam that Jack called? I'm calling from Discount Air.
Your number, please?
My telephone number is 402-5656. It's regarding the airfares he'd requested. I'll call back in an hour.
Thank you. I'll give him the message.
Now compare your message to the one we completed for the same conversation. The two versions should be quite similar. Let us now focus on leaving a message on an answering machine. In most cases, a recorded message takes over from a receptionist when the person you are trying to reach is unavailable. Listen to the following recorded message and what Joe says after the beep.
Hi, this is John. I'm not available to take your call right now. Please leave a message after the tone or press 0 for the operator.
Hi John, this is Joe from Interior World. My number is 716-5353. I'm calling to let you know that the computer desks you ordered have arrived. Please give me a call so that we can arrange to have it delivered. Thanks.
Now, let's analyze the message Joe left for John. Joe left a short message. He left his name and number, essential information if he wants John to return his call. He mentioned the reason for his call, and he requested a call back in a polite manner. Let's try an exercise to test what you have learnt about leaving messages. Lisa organizes birthday parties. She calls a customer, Mary Gray, to ask her some questions about a birthday party she is organizing for Mrs. Gray's daughter. Mrs. Gray is not home, and Lisa is connected to her answering machine. Click on Zen Phone to listen to what Lisa hears on the machine.
Hi, this is Mary. I'm not in right now, but if you leave a message, I'll get back to you.
Now click on each of the 4 number icons to hear 4 different ways Lisa could have left a message. When you are done, choose the best message by selecting the option below the number of your choice and click OK.
Hi, this is Lisa from Party Line. Please give me a call when you get in. Hi, Mrs. Gray. This is Lisa from Party Line. I'd like to know how many people you're expecting at Emily's birthday party. I also need to know how big the venue is and what you'd like us to arrange for the kids to eat. If you could get back to me about this, I'd really appreciate it. My number is 203-4562. Thanks. Bye. Hi, this is Lisa from Party Line. I have some questions for you regarding the party for Emily. Could you please give me a call at 203-4562? Thank you. I guess you're not in. I'll call back later. This is Lisa.
Message 3 is the best of the 4 options. Click on each number again to analyze each of the messages.
Hi, this is Lisa from Party Line. Please give me a call when you get in.
This message doesn't have Lisa's phone number, which would have made it easy for Mrs. Gray to get back to her.
Hi, Mrs. Gray. This is Lisa from Party Line. I'd like to know how many people you're expecting at Emily's birthday party. I also need to know how big the venue is and what you'd like us to arrange for the kids to eat. If you could get back to me about this, I'd really appreciate it. My number is 203-4562. Thanks. Bye.
This message wastes a lot of time. Lisa is likely to get cut off by the machine before she gets a chance to leave her number.
Hi, this is Lisa from Party Line. I have some questions for you regarding the party for Emily. Could you please give me a call at 203-4562? Thank you.
This message is to the point and provides all the important information.
I guess you're not in. I'll call back later. This is Lisa.
This message suggests Lisa was unprepared to leave a message. If she had written a few points down before calling, she might have done better. In the module on messages, we discussed how to take a complete message, leave a concise message on an answering machine, and ensure that the message contains all the necessary information. Next, let's look at some common telephone challenges. Click on Challenges. There are several challenges that arise during telephone conversations. In this module, we'll cover 2 common challenges: delivering unpleasant news and handling difficult callers. There might be a situation where you have to deliver bad news to a client. No matter how hard that may seem, the best way to deliver bad news is to get to the point. Listen to the next conversation to get an idea of how best to deliver unpleasant news. Click Send Phone to begin.
May I speak to Mr. Kim, please?
This is Kim.
Good morning, Mr. Kim. This is Lou Marconi from ArtSpeak.
Hello, Mr. Marconi.
Mr. Kim, I'm afraid we're not going to meet today's deadline of delivering the logo design you had requested. Our designer Mary had to leave suddenly, and so someone else has had to take over the account.
I see. Could you tell me when I can expect the first draft?
Certainly. John Carter is handling the work now, and he says he'll be able to see you by the end of the week. Does that suit you?
That will be fine. I'd appreciate your letting me know.
Thank you, and once again, I do apologize.
Thank you. I'll expect to hear from Mr. Carter then.
That's right.
From this conversation, you should have noticed three important things. Lou got straight to the point. Lou provided Mr. Kim with an alternative solution to the problem. Lou earned Mr. Kim's respect for giving him the bad news and an alternative. Sometimes, you might have to handle angry or difficult callers. It is crucial to handle such callers tactfully. Tact is important because you want to resolve the problem and turn the dissatisfied customer into a happy one. And, by doing so, you will encourage him or her to continue doing business with your organization. Let's listen to a conversation where the caller is not happy with the company. Click Send Phone to begin.
Good morning, Sterling Shipping Agents.
Could I please speak to Mr. Chris?
He's not in right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Leaving a message is all that I seem to be doing, thanks to you.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Is there anything I can do to help?
If you could just ask Chris to call back, that would be fine.
Definitely. Could I know your name, please?
It's Bill.
Is there any specific message that you would like me to convey?
I've received the wrong invoice again. I want to fix this problem once and for all, or I'll just look for another shipper.
Mr. Bill, you're calling from Fox Shoes, right?
Right.
Ms. Ruby is looking into your problem. She'll call you back in half an hour. I assure you she'll correct this problem.
Thanks. I'll be expecting her call.
Now let's analyze the conversation and find out its strong points. Lisa spoke calmly even when Bill was curt. Lisa offered to take a message, but Bill did not think that would help. Lisa apologized and once again offered to help. This way she gains Bill's confidence. Lisa asked Bill directly to state the purpose of his call. Lisa assured Bill that his problem will be looked into so that he does not feel like a neglected customer. Lisa offers a solution to Bill's problem. When talking to difficult or angry callers, remember, don't take it personally. Talk professionally. Listen to the caller's problem and empathize with the caller. Try to offer a solution to the caller's problem. If you promise to call back, keep the promise. In this module on telephone challenges, we learned about delivering unpleasant news and handling difficult callers. Click on Essential Skills to learn how to master telephone talk. There are some skills that are essential to having a successful telephone conversation. In this module, we will discuss managing your voice, building confidence, and controlling the call environment. Since the other person on the line can't see you, he or she interprets your moods and feelings from your voice. Speak at your normal pace and volume. Try to smile when you're talking on the phone. The other person can feel your smile even though he or she can't see you. Here are some telephone greetings that
Healthcare. Healthcare morning. Healthcare good morning. Healthcare good morning. Hello, healthcare. Good morning. Good morning, healthcare. How may I help you? Healthcare. Good morning.
confidence on the phone comes with practice. The more you use the phone, the quicker you'll become confident. Here are some extra pointers that will put you well on your way to phone fluency. Click on each of these confidence-building tips to find out more about them. Know the material. If one of your primary duties is to answer the phone, memorize what you say routinely. That will allow you to focus on the caller's needs. Practice. Record your voice and listen to it. Get comfortable with how you sound. Involve the other person. by asking questions and making listening sound. Smile. If you smile, you'll feel a whole lot better and you'll sound good. Know your caller. Depending on your task, get some information about. Relax. Try relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or establish credibility early. Gaining the other person's confidence in you is learn names and titles. Make sure you know the caller's name and how to address him or her. Accept that some fear is good. A little bit of fear won't hurt you. It will only serve to try to be less formal. A friendly attitude goes a long way. It will always be polite. Please, thank you, you're welcome, may I? Don't waste time. Stay on track and nobody will have any complaints. Use an agenda. If you know it's going to be a serious discussion, keep a list of points. Be natural. Just be yourself. Since the other person can't anticipate problems. Before your call, be prepared for hitch. Use your own words. Even if you use a pre-designed script on the phone, how do you let the person at the other end know that he or she has your undivided attention? It is not always possible to control a chaotic office environment, but it is possible to control distractions and make the call environment more pleasant. Handle one call at a time, unless you're a receptionist and must respond to multiple callers at once. Don't respond to call waiting signals. If the conversation is of a sensitive nature, try to have it behind closed doors. Don't let colleagues interrupt you. Focus your eyes on your notepad so you don't get distracted. Don't doodle, tap a pen, or eat. Concentrate on your call. In this module on essential skills, we discussed managing your voice, building confidence, and controlling the call environment. Finally, click on teleconferences to learn about holding conferences on the telephone. Teleconferencing has become imperative in today's business environment. With offices located in various cities and countries, it has become necessary for people to have meetings over the phone. A teleconference can involve 3 or more people contributing in turns to the conversation. Most people's complaints about teleconferences involve not knowing when to speak, not knowing who is speaking, and not understanding other participants. Take a look at the following yes-no questions to arrive at the most effective teleconferencing methods. Click on yes or no beside the following questions. Having taken the quiz, let's review the concepts on teleconferencing. Prepare a common agenda or agree to an objective. If routine, follow the prescribed order. Designate a coordinator or be aware of the hierarchy of speakers. Introduce yourself, say when you're finished, and ask if there are any questions. Don't interrupt. Take notes, pass notes, and gesture to the coordinator. Speak slowly if you think others can't understand the way you speak. The teleconferencing coordinator is like a traffic policeman, directing the flow of speakers or topics. A teleconference with several participants may require several coordinators, one at each location. The coordinator should introduce speakers and indicate when they are finished if necessary. The coordinator should request clarifications and summarize where necessary. The coordinator should be aware of the team's needs. For example, the coordinator may grant an interruption. In this module on teleconferencing, we focused on the features of teleconferencing, the guidelines for participants in a teleconference, and the role of the teleconference coordinator. We've come to the end of this program. Now let's review the whole program and recall what we've learnt. In answering the phone, we discovered the importance of making an impression with your very first response over the phone, and we learnt to deftly handle simultaneous calls. In communicating, we looked at the task of efficiently making a call, and then moved on to learn how to establish effective conversation techniques, and then we talked about ending a telephone conversation on a perfect note. In messages, we understood the necessity of leaving a succinct message and the importance of taking a complete message. In challenges, we prepared ourselves to face turbulent telephone weather, especially when delivering unpleasant news and handling difficult callers. We looked at some essential skills, such as using your voice appropriately, gaining the confidence of the other person, and creating the right call environment. Finally, in teleconferencing, we identified common challenges in teleconferences and learnt how to overcome them. And we also focused on the coordinator's role in synchronizing teleconferences. It is time to take the final quiz to test your